Hi guys, I'm going to do a Mask Monday. I haven't done a Mask Monday in a very long time. I actually only ever done one in my life. It was kind of like a twist. It was instead of Mask Monday ladies, it was Mask Monday couple edition because I did it with Joe. So if you guys want to see that, I'll try to remember, link it down below. I believe it was last Valentine's Day or around that time. We asked each other like Valentine's Day-y questions, like romantic questions. And the reason I don't do them that often, and I mentioned it in that video, is because for me to read the questions, I need my glasses. I do wear glasses. I just do not wear them when I film because of the ring light. I don't want it to bother you guys. So for me to do videos like this, it's not that big of a deal because I'm just showing you guys kind of products. And when I can read, I can put the product close to me. But like this, you know, the questions, I don't want to have to like have a big ugly paper in my face. But I think I have a solution to my problem. This was actually one of my birthday gifts that Joe got me, and it is a silicone mask holder, so it keeps your mask in place. So this is perfect if you are someone who wants to be productive while they do their mask. I know there's plenty of people, I've done some, like I do a mask where I literally just lay in my bed and I scroll on my phone or I listen to some music. But I know there are some people that wish they could move around more, you know, like they could clean, do their dishes. So me, that's not a huge possibility because of my glasses. But even without my glasses, you know, the mask slides down. So somebody came up with a solution, and this literally, you put this over your mask and it holds your mask in place, and you loop it around your ears. So that's what I'm going to do now. That way, if I have to wear my glasses to read, I can. But I'm going to do 10 questions. Let me show you guys the mask quick. It is a balance mask. This is by Bolaro. This is actually a Dollar Tree mask. You guys know I am a huge Dollar Tree advocate. I have tons of Dollar Tree videos on my playlist. I just posted on my Instagram. I always link it down below. The book I am reading right now, and it is literally a Dollar Tree find. It was a book from Dollar Tree. But anyway, so this mask is ginseng and jasmine, and it says it's to soothe, refresh, and strengthen. So I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to put them, you guys are going to see the silicone mask holder on top of it. But I'm going to do the 10 questions. I just watched 2 Mask Monday videos. It's kind of what gave me the inspiration to do it. I watched from Mary Catherine Loves Cats. Love her so much. Been following her, I don't know, maybe a year. It's been a while. And Sharmaine is new. She just started her channel not too long ago. And I have been loving her. She is so bubbly and sweet. And they are the ones that came up with the questions. It was just 10 general questions just to kind of get to know them more. And I loved the questions. Like sometimes when people are like, oh, tell me something about yourself, I never know what to say. I'm always like, oh, I love to read. And I'm a homebody. I don't go out much. You know, I never really know what to say. And so those questions were perfect, because I really got to know them. Honestly, it was like really good questions. So I thought, you know what? I think I'm going to kind of just steal their 10 questions. I don't think they'll mind. I hope not, Mary, if you're watching, or Sharmaine. Me and Sharmaine were actually talking on Instagram, and we are thinking about doing a collab too. And we're thinking about maybe doing a monthly Mask Monday video together. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so I just want to make sure my eyes are safe. Okay. So this is the silicone mask holder. As you saw, it is going to hold the mask in place. So the first question was, I don't even think I had to put on my glasses. I kind of just wrote one word. So like it is, what is your job? But I just put job to make it easier for me. So I've like hinted at it before, but I've never fully said what it is, because honestly, it's a job when I tell people, they're like, what is that? Because it's not something that's really well known. But I am an ABA therapist. ABA stands for Applied Behavior Analysis. So I mold behavior. So I mostly work with children that have behavioral issues. I specifically work with kids that have ASD. If you guys don't know what ASD is, it is autism spectrum disorder. And I work at a school specifically. So I get to work with them Monday through Friday, 8 to 2:30. And I basically am with 1 to 2 kids every single day. And we change the kids. We have 9 kids in my classroom. We change the kids every day, so we're not always with the same kid. And we learn what their behaviors are. And we try to make them a better functioning human for society. And I know some people think negatively about ABA. We do not change the kids. I love our kids. They have so much personality. I would never, ever change them, ever. We just, it's the things that are not safe that we change. If they're hitting, they're kicking, they're screaming, they're undressing, you know what I mean? Like things like that. And that is the behaviors we focus on. We help them to learn their talk, not all of them are able to talk. Some of them use devices. Some of them sign. Some of them use pictures. But we want them to be able to communicate, whether it's with their voice or with something else. The biggest thing is we want them to learn how to tell us what they need. So I need a drink. I need the bathroom. I need to eat. Because there are kids that will not. We literally have kids that will pee in their pants because they cannot communicate. And it is extremely sad. I absolutely love my job. It is so, so rewarding. I just posted on Instagram the other day, my case kid. So I'm a case manager for 2 children out of the 9 in my classroom. She just learned how to tie her shoes for the first time the other day. I specifically work with grade 5. And I was so proud of her. I almost cried when she did it. So I absolutely love my job. I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. Before that, I've mentioned on this channel, I worked 8 years for a small business. I was a cashier, and I loved that job as well. Like, every job has its positives and negatives. And, it did suck, like, working every weekend, and sometimes working for the public isn't easy, but I also met some amazing people there, and I worked for a small family business. They treated me amazing. That's why I was there for 8 years. I graduated my college, and I stayed there for 5 years with my bachelor's degree because I loved that job so much. And then it was just time for a change, and I'm really happy where I am right now, too. So the second question is pets. So I have a cat. I post her all the time on my Instagram if you guys want to check her out. Her name is Smokey. She is all gray. She is beautiful. I don't know what kind of cat she is, to be honest with you guys. It was Joe's cousin's cat, ran away from home, got pregnant, and came back. And when she came back, his cousin was like, oh, I got to find a home for these kittens. Like, would you guys want one? So she's like a mix, and we don't know, what the breed of the father was. But I love her. She's beautiful. Definitely check out pictures of her if you guys want. And I also have a dog, but she does not live with me. When I live with my mom, I got a dog. It was kind of the same situation, except instead of Joe's cousin, it was my cousin. My cousin had a dog who ran away, got pregnant, came back, and then my cousin was like, oh, I need to find a pet. I need to find homes for these 4 puppies. And she asked if I was interested in one. I said yes. And then when I moved, it is really hard to find apartments that allow animals, even just cats, never mind dogs. So I had to keep her with my mom, but she is in safe hands. My mom is obsessed with her. She's obsessed with my mom. My mom doesn't work anymore, so it's kind of perfect. She's always around people, where if she was with me, she would be alone during the day, and she's not used to that. Because even when my mom did work, she worked nights, so someone was always home with Evie throughout her lifetime. So I did the right thing, but I see her all the time. I go to my mom's literally every single weekend, and I take her out sometimes and bring her to the dog park and stuff. Yes, I named her Evie after the Pokemon. But that is my 2 pets. All right, so number 3 was favorite thing in a subscription box. So I don't have the general answer. I know Mary and Sharmaine both said like makeup products. Now that I used to have Ipsy, and I used to have AIA Beauty, and I used to have Ice Cream Beauty, and I canceled all of them because I had such a surplus of makeup and skincare, and I was like, oh my god, I will never go through all this. I'm only one face. So that's why I do like doing giveaways. I just filmed a video for an announcement on a giveaway. So if you guys like that kind of stuff, definitely subscribe. There will be tons more giveaways coming because I like to give away some of the products because I get too much. So now when I get skincare and makeup, I am not excited at all. So that's why I canceled all my like makeup, skincare sort of boxes. That's why literally the only boxes I get now are the Walmart beauty box, and that's just because it's so cheap. It's literally $7 4 times a year. I get the Goldie box, and I get FabFitFun because FabFitFun always has a really good mix of things. Same with Goldie box. They're more like there is makeup and skincare, but there's also lifestyle and fitness, and that's what excites me more. I'd rather have a lifestyle item, like a home item. I've gotten books in subscription boxes, which I love, like recipe books. I've gotten just like everyday things I would use at home, and I feel like that's way more functional for me. So I love getting those kind of products. But I will say, if it is a makeup box, specifically my favorite thing is a palette. I feel like you get way more bang for your buck. I do feel like Ipsy and BoxyCharm should step it up and start putting palettes in every one of their boxes. Ice Cream Beauty is a small indie box. They've been around like a year. I want to say I got them when they, maybe 2 years. I think it was 2020. I got them when they first started. And there was a palette in every single box. And this is a small box. This is a one-woman show that just started this company. Maybe not now. I'm sure she gets some help now. But, you know, in the beginning. So if she can do that, these big names like BoxyCharm and Ipsy should definitely be doing that. All right. So number 4 is languages. So if you guys have watched some of my videos, you might know this already. I talk about it a lot, but I am actually first generation born here in the US, which basically means both my parents were not born in the US. Both my parents were born in Portugal, but they were specifically born in the Azores Islands. So I am 100% Portuguese, and I do speak Portuguese. I don't know if I would say fluent. People always say, oh, come on, have some confidence in yourself. You know a lot of Portuguese. But I tell people I'm like 80% there. I definitely understand a lot more than I speak. The weird thing is I know, like, all my nouns, all my verbs. Like, I can name every object in the room in Portuguese. I can, like I said, name all the verbs. If somebody's doing something, I can tell you what they're doing. It's like the little words that make a sentence. You know what I mean? Like, in, at. You know what I'm trying to say. So I'm like 80% there. But I can't talk to someone. They understand what I'm saying. I understand what they're saying. I have to, because my grandmother only speaks Portuguese. Both of them. I don't know why one lives in Portugal still. But my grandmother here in the US only speaks Portuguese. My father mainly only speaks Portuguese. He knows very little English. So I do know a lot of Portuguese. I took it in middle school. They really didn't have a language option at my high school because I went to a vocational school. But I also took it at my college because it was a requirement with my degree. So I was like, let me extend my my knowledge that I already have. So I do know how to speak Portuguese. Number 5 is favorite band. Honestly, I don't think there's any bands that I currently love. I can name a bunch of singers. Like, I love Katy Perry, I love Beyonce, Selena Gomez, Taylor Swift, and I love, like, old time. I love Cher. Oh, love Cher. But bands, the only bands I can think of are, like, older bands, you know, from my, like, young years, you know, like Spice Girls. I love the Spice Girls. I loved NSYNC. I love Backstreet Boys. I was born in the 90s, so that shouldn't surprise anybody. This thing, it's still kind of slipping, even though it's in the holder. So that's a heads up to you guys. But other than, you know, that little bit in my forehead, it's doing its job. So the next thing is, what do I take photos of the most? I would definitely say food. Like, me and Joe just went to have lunch yesterday, and I was taking pictures of our plates, and I even took pictures of our app. I said, wait, don't eat that yet. And he gets so annoyed. And he said, what are you, a food photographer? And I said, maybe I should be. And I actually do get a lot of compliments. I share my photos on Facebook a lot, and my friends and family always like, oh, that looks so good. Where are you? I have a friend that used to tell me all the time that I should be like a food critic. Actually, there's this small business restaurant that I go to in the city next over to me, and they saw my photos because I had tagged them, and they literally messaged me like, wow, these photos are beautiful. They were like, thank you so much for tagging us. We love the exposure because we are a family business. And I said, trust me, I know. I used to work for a family business. I tell you guys all the time, I know the hustle it takes to run a small business. So I always give them a lot of props, and I'm always, when I do go out to eat and stuff like that, I tend to lean more towards small businesses, not chains, because I really do want to support small businesses. So that is definitely what I take pictures of the most. I also would say I take a lot of pictures of the cat. You will see it on Instagram. The next thing is my favorite place to travel. And my favorite place, you know what, guys? I gotta take this off for a minute. Okay, my favorite place to travel, honestly, I don't know. I've been very blessed. I've been to a lot of places in my short lifetime, because I'm not that old. I'm only 30. But like I said, my family is from Portugal, so I have been to Portugal to visit them. I've also been to Canada because I have family that also lives in Canada. And my senior year of high school, they were doing a Europe trip, and it was going to be Paris, London, and Rome. And I think we did Florence too. So I always just say Italy, France, and London, because we did like different cities in Italy. But anyway, my grades were really, really good. I was like top 50 at my high school, and I asked my mom, I said, Mom, I really want to do this. You know, I worked really hard. I think I deserve this. And she agreed with me. And she said, if you can come up with half the money, I'll pay the other half. And I came up with the other half of the money, and we did it. And I didn't have a lot of spending money. I have almost no souvenirs of that trip. But I have tons of memories. Sadly, I don't have any photos. They were deleted by my brother by accident, but I was there and I absolutely loved it. So I'd love to go to London again. I'd love to go to Italy again. They were both, Italy was for the food. London was like for the atmosphere. I loved it. But to pick somewhere totally new, probably Greece. Greece is so beautiful. Oh, that clear blue water. I would love to go to Greece. All right, so number 8, okay, like things that make me laugh the most. I wrote here, favorite thing to laugh. I have a friend. His name is Billy. He is hilarious. He's literally like a clown. I can't take him seriously. And every time I'm with him, I laugh. It's always good to have friends like that. I will say I fit the stereotype of the funny fat girl. Usually I'm the one making people laugh, not the other way around. But I will say Billy does make me laugh quite a bit. And I do love comedies. I love Adam Sandler and Jim Carrey. So all that makes me laugh. Number 9, do I prefer sweet food or spicy food? I would definitely say sweet food. I definitely love sweets so much. That is my Achilles heel, literally. I do like spicy though. Like I like buffalo chicken. It is one of my favorite things to eat. I literally my boyfriend is dropping off a spicy KFC sandwich for me right now. But if I had to choose, it would definitely be sweet over spicy. But I love salty and sweet. Oh, chocolate covered pretzels are like my jam. Number 10, the last thing, my favorite thing about YouTube. It would be you guys. Honestly, I know that's the same answer for everybody, but it's so true. I did this because I wanted to have a community. Like I started this during quarantine. I was home, I was alone, I was miserable. Joe was doing like 12 to 14 hour days and I was out of work completely because I worked at a school. I was so damn lonely, and I literally think that this saved me. Like it pulled me out of a depression. It's been great. I love filming. I'm always like, oh, I get to film today, or oh, that's a really good video idea. And I love the people I've met along the way. I love Mary Catherine. I love Sharmaine. I love Wendy. Me and Wendy have been doing FabFitFun mystery bundle battles. Me and Sharmaine, like I don't think I mentioned that in the video. We've been talking about maybe doing a Mask Monday thing together. We both love to read, so we might do like a book thing 1 month. We'll see. You guys will find out more. If you want, definitely subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you guys liked this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, and it helps me know that you guys like these sort of videos. So maybe I'll start doing Mask Mondays more. It's always just like, I don't really know what to talk about. So these questions gave me a great idea. If you guys have something you would like me to answer or anything, you can even send me a direct link, because I know there's a lot of like questions out there on the internet, like question tags that people make YouTube videos about. So I have an idea for another Mask Monday. But this was really fun, so I definitely see myself doing it again. I do like the silicone holder. This one is just very extra wet. I think you guys can see that. So it was kind of pushing it down a little bit, and I was just scared I was going to get the liquid in my eyes. So this definitely does come in handy. I think just it's better with like a less wet mask. But now I'm going to rub all this serum in. But like I said, keep an eye out for those future videos. Subscribe if you want to see them. Hit the notification bell. Like the video. Comment down below if you want me to do this again. And do you guys love certain mask ladies? I'd love to, like I said, I always check out, I've watched Kimmy's unboxings. I've watched Mary Catherine. I don't think, has Wendy ever done a Mask Monday? I don't know, but I watch tons of her unboxings. But if there's any that I don't know about, definitely comment down below and I will check them out. I appreciate you guys watching this video to the end. If you have, that's it, guys. Be safe.